Alright, got the phone on the tripod. Got the AM radio on. Well, got a home stereo, bookshelf home stereo thing here in the storage. Let me turn it down a little bit. So far the bugs haven't bugged me too much. I've had a few of them land on me. Okay, let's see if we can get the cruise control thing unplugged. Wonder if I should unhook the battery. I don't know, there's more stuff on these trucks that don't want to fry anything. I don't know. Let's see. Try a different. Let's see. 10, 9 millimeter, 3/16, 8 millimeter. Wow, the bolts are small on the battery post on this thing. I'm not going to move the phone around. Okay, there. Got that off. Probably a 7/32. What it is. I have a cheap old socket set from Walmart. 1/4 inch drive. But I bought a new one of these. This is a Craftsman 1/4 inch drive. I bought at Lowe's last night. It's got a swivel head on it. Look at that. Oh, I just love that. $30 plus tax for this, but I can turn it at an angle, or even if the thing is loose and I just want to spin it off and it's, you know, loose enough, I can just do that. Because the cheaper 1/4 inch drive ones like this don't last long. So I just thought, okay, I'm going to splurge and buy a Craftsman one. Okay, so let's unhook the battery. So I don't want to fry anything. Don't know if I would fry anything if I left it all plugged in. Okay, unhooking the positive battery cable. Let's see. Dome light should go off. Come on. Okay. I haven't done much wrenching on stuff in the last several years. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease June 20th of 2013. I started getting sicker in 2014 and went downhill from there. Tried the treatments for. My doctor had me try one antibiotic July of 2013, and I got sick from it, couldn't drive, so I stopped after 2 weeks. Had to put it off because I didn't have money to pay bills while I wasn't working, and let's see, I really should have a screwdriver. And then I started getting memory problems March of 2015, and had no choice but to go back in the antibiotics, except that time my doctor put me on 2 antibiotics. I've heard of people going on 3 antibiotics all at the same time, just so they can feel better, or just so the disease doesn't kill them. I mean, without my doctor diagnosing it, I'd be dead. I would not be alive now. This thing's being stubborn. I gotta grab one of my screwdrivers. Got screwdrivers under the seat of my truck. Or maybe use my mini crowbar. Get this mini crowbar. Comes in handy. I think I got this at a garage sale somewhere once. One of the prongs is broken off. I don't want to break these clips here. Darn it, it's being stubborn. 6:27 already. Okay, there we go. Came off. Okay, let's see. Those have hose clamps on. Maybe I can just swing this around, lay it on top of the intake manifold. I think that cable can bend that much. Okay, we got that out of the way. Let's see if this plug has... Yep, this plug down here has clips on both sides. So what we're looking at, let me show this down here. Let me put my finger on it. If I can position the... Okay, right there. This is the plug. I think that's going to the resistor right there. But this is the plug, I believe, for this motor, I think. I think there's a wire here too. Anyway. Okay, put the phone tripod back down. Let's see. So, that plug that I had my hand on is the same as this. And the Napa EC4. And this is what on my 2009 Ranger, all of these things here corroded really bad. It was, I mean, I worked and worked and worked at it just to get this wiring harness off of that plug down there on my 09 Ranger. I hope this one is in much better condition. I got it. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna have to get two flat screwdrivers to get that one off. Let's see. Okay, there's a clip right here on the motor. Okay, got the motor unplugged. Once I get this motor out, I'm gonna show what happens if I don't forget about it when these motors go bad. Okay, that's unplugged. Okay, what? Okay, oh, this is... Okay, this hose down here. Oh, okay, this hose, all it does is it gets air, blows into this motor to cool the motor. That's what that hose is for. Okay, I thought there was a wire, but there isn't. Okay, we got... Let's see. Let's put this bolt back in there so it doesn't roll and disappear. Yeah, this bolt here goes through here into the top of the holder for the cruise control. I'm just going to put that in the hole for the cruise control so we know where its home is. Okay, looks like it's, yeah, about four bolts, really small bolts, holding that in there. In the other video, or the previous video, I talked about when I get in my truck and the fan isn't working, I pop open the hood, do this, and that usually gets this motor running. But it's degrading. It's been going downhill for about a week and a half or 2 weeks. But you need a fan for your defroster in case it rains or snows or whatever. Okay, what size is that? Let's get the swivel, the Craftsman swivel. Oh, that is what size is that one? 8 millimeters. I think all of the Fords, now are just using metric. I remember fall of 1990, I took the head off of my brother's 79 Fairmont, which had a 2.34 cylinder engine and a 4-speed manual. I took the head off, and every bolt that went into that engine was metric, but I think all the rest of the bolts on the car were standard. It's kind of weird working on that car. The engine had been rebuilt prior to that by a few years, but they didn't do anything to the head, and then it had to get a valve job. All right. Let's see. Get this in there. It can swivel. That's so nice they can swivel. Maybe try the other drive. This one's a little bit longer. Okay, pull that extension off. Pull the socket off. Let's see with this one. Yeah, these cheap ones, they tend to seize up and then they don't work at all. Okay, we got 2 bolts. There's another one right here. Crap. Put an extension on it. Maybe this needs some WD-40 sprayed on it. Okay. Need a shorter one. Stubby one. Okay, that's working fairly good. I probably should spray some WD-40 on it, but I don't know. I don't like using chemicals. Really just don't like doing that. My immune system isn't as strong since I have Lyme disease, so I just don't use chemicals. I try and get natural deodorants. I eat, well, compared to a lot of people, I eat pretty healthy. Not perfect, though. I had some sugar-sweetened coconut things earlier. Ocho brand coconut. Oh boy, they taste good. I still got the container in my truck. Okay, grab the screw so I don't drop it. Okay, is there one more? There's one more. I think I'm gonna want to buy another one of these with a fixed head. So I have this one swivel head and another one with a fixed head. I stopped and looked at them at Menards, and the fixed head wasn't much cheaper than the swivel head one, so I thought, no, I won't buy that tonight. I did buy, when I was at Menards, I did buy a set of T sockets, like a T45, T50, T55. There's like about 6 of them in the set. I'm going to need the T55 one to remove the bed bolts on my 2009 Ranger to get the bed off and put a different bed on it because the bed's all smashed up from that accident May of 2018. But I bought a half-inch drive. They had 3/8-inch drive, but I bought the half-inch drive impact versions because I know those bolts break sometimes. This isn't too bad of a repair to do. My oldest Ranger, right inside the shop here, I think it was, what year was it? I think it was February or March of 2011. I replaced the transmission, the clutch slave, the clutch master, and oh, the pilot bearing, and then, well, the flywheel. I had a shop surface the flywheel, except they used a brake lathe to surface the flywheel in it. And the darn clutch shutters. I was mad at that guy. I've had him do work on his shop did a bunch of work on this truck since then. His prices are reasonable. Okay, there comes the screw. Finally coming off. Okay. Got 4 of them out. I think that should come out now. 18, almost 19 minutes. Let's see if that'll come out. It should come out. Okay, there. Okay, it was kind of stuck. Okay, this truck has air conditioning, just like my other 2 Rangers do. Maybe I have to unplug this. It's part of the air conditioning system. That wire. There's not a lot of room. Oh, hey, that came off pretty easy. Years ago, I thought about being an auto mechanic, and I'm glad I didn't. There's some of the repairs that they do on these new cars that is so hard to do. You just want to beat your head against the wall. Okay, there is That's probably just dirt. Dust. Huh, the other one is white. The fan is white, but I remember, yeah, doing this in my other Ranger. I couldn't get this fan cage off of the old motor, so I ended up doing the same thing, you know, a year and a half ago, going back and buying the whole assembly with the motor and the fan already on it. So let's see, let's do an experiment with this one. Plug this in, because with the other one, with the other Ranger, I'd move this around, and the motor, this fan would change speed as I moved it around. So that's something, you know, something with the brushes or bearings or clearances or something wasn't working. I'm sorry this video is so long, but if you're patient, you can learn something. Okay, now I gotta hook up the battery again. I'm gonna have to inspect that plug-in down there. Okay. Okay, I just put the post on. I'm gonna have to tighten it. Let's see. Turn on the dome lights on. Ignition is on. Fan is on. Okay, I didn't expect that to happen. Okay. Okay, it's pulsing. It's pulsing. It's like going on and off. I can feel it vibrating. Okay, there, I tilt it. I tilt it, it's going faster. Slower. That's some pretty good torque there. Okay. It's going slower. Did I cut my finger? Yeah, look at that. I cut my finger. I'm a big man though. I'll be fine. Okay. Why the speed of the fan would vary as I drove my truck down the road. If I hit a bump, it would go faster, go slower, go faster, go slower, faster. I got the heater, the fan setting on position 4. Wow, I cut into my finger pretty good there. Hopefully you don't get sick seeing blood. Yeah, it's pulsing. It's pulsing. Yep. The other fan. Same thing. Same thing. Moving. I should really clean that. Don't barf, don't puke. It's blood. I cut myself. That's some pretty good torque there. So that's a worn out blower motor right there. Okay, can I just... Okay, enough for the demonstration. Oh, I got some blood on that plug there. I'll be fine. I should clean that sore. Okay, I'm going to unplug this. Damn it. I put it down without destroying something? Okay. So I don't want to destroy this here, the wire. Don't want to start it. Well, it's probably not going to start a fire. Okay, let's see. I push back in the plug. Maybe I can get this plug off. Without it coming back on. Okay, or if I could just go back in the... Sorry I swore there. My apologies. Trying to unhook the battery cable. Okay, there, I just unhooked the battery cable. Now I should clean this. Really don't want to put alcohol on it. That would hurt pretty bad. Okay, I'm going to stop the video. There will be video number 3 for sure.